All right, this one's a little interesting. So Shannon Sharpe from FS1's Undisputed, on a scale of 1 to 10, how legitimate has Baker Mayfield's injury excuse been this season? Let's listen.
0. He gets zero excuse.
Really?
Yes, yes. Because you don't get credit playing with an injury. When your play is so bad, it costs your team's games. Because you would have been better off playing with Case Keenum being 100%, although he's a lesser player than Baker, as opposed to Baker going out there with an injury, stinking it up, and you and others making an excuse for him. Hold on. This is the NFL. Everybody is tough. Oh, Baker Mayfield shows some toughness. There's 70 other guys in the NFL. You think some of them soft? You don't make it to the NFL being soft. Now, granted, some might be tougher than others, but if you made it to that level, you're pretty damn tough. Second of all, Aaron Rodgers got a broken toe. He's the number 1 seed. Matthew Stafford been playing with back spasm, had a bad back. Guess what? In contention to get the number 2 seed. You only get credit for playing through injury if you go out there and play well. Otherwise, what have you done?
It's kind of harsh, but there's a little bit of validity to you only get credit playing through injuries when you do well. Again, there's a little bit of truth to what he's saying.
Well, most quarterbacks are out there playing with something, and half the time we don't even know what that is. So they do go out there and they play banged up. But I think in the case of Baker Mayfield, that it wasn't just Baker playing banged up, and I do think that that had some impact on his season, but it was everything else that he had going on around him that really affected his season in a negative way. And we can go all the way back to the Odell Beckham Jr. saga and him leaving and how that impacted the deep ball. I mean, the Browns had no bona fide, X-receiver deep threat guy after that. They just did not have that player. They tried to turn Donovan Peoples-Jones into it. He's not that player. So, that really hurt them. That gave defenses an opportunity to stack the box and, try to shut down Nick Chubb whenever they could. They did not respect the pass. And then you had 2 tackles. You lose Jack Conklin for most of the season. That's going to really hurt you. I can say with some conviction that Baker Mayfield doesn't get sacked 4 times by TJ Watt if Jack Conklin is in that football game. So, that's one thing to look forward to next season, knowing that he should be coming back healthy. And, Jed Wills didn't have his best season. There were a lot of things that happened around Baker Mayfield that led us to this point.
Yeah, doesn't it make it really tough for Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski to get a handle just on how Baker Mayfield played? I mean, if you're looking at him, and it's almost like you can't judge much of what happened because there was so much going on around it.
That is so true, and they have a difficult evaluation. I've been writing about that for a few weeks now. They've got a very tricky evaluation because of the shoulder, because of the foot, the knee, but because of all those other things that I mentioned, that it's really hard to tell. I mean, when you look out there, are you seeing Jamar Chase out there? No. I mean, there's no Jamar Chase. There's no Devontae Adams. There's no Justin Jefferson or anyone like that out there for Baker Mayfield. The receivers did not have a good season. But, part of it is what came first, the chicken or the egg? Austin Hooper, I mean, look at the game he had the other day. He was 2 out of 5 targets, and that's just kind of the season that he's had. But is it because Baker's not playing well, or is Baker not playing well because Austin Hooper's dropping his passes? It's really hard to figure out kind of what's going on here. So if they're going to run it back, they have to fix some things, and they have to fix them in a hurry and add some guys to the team.